Voyager 1 has been zipping around space for over 40 years and has a cool story to tell. It was only supposed to last 5 years, but it went way beyond that mission. Get this, Voyager 1 spotted about 300 weird blobs out in space. Turns out, they might be leftover plasma from massive star explosions from way back when. Pretty wild, right? Think about it, before Voyager, we were stuck studying just our own solar system. Now we're getting info from way out there. Voyager 1 crossed the edge of our solar system back in 2012. It wasn't a walk in the park, though. As it drifted from the sun, it got less juice to run its stuff. Voyager gets power from these generators that turn heat from decaying plutonium into electricity. The heat output has dropped over time, so there's less power. That means some tools and systems had to be switched off or put on standby to save energy. Eventually, to keep Voyager going as long as possible, they may need to shut down even important systems. It may not be operating for much longer. Plus, Voyager is super far away. That makes it hard to keep in touch. Its signal got fainter as it went further into space, and it takes over 21 hours for a message to reach us. The weak signal and cosmic noise make getting data back tough. Also, the temperature shift from inside our solar system to interstellar space is huge. In our solar system, it was warmer. Out there, it's crazy cold. Voyager has sensors to measure dust in space, but communicating with it is harder now due to limited power. NASA needs its big antennas to pick up Voyager's signals, so we can't talk as often as we used to. But here's the crazy part. Voyager saw something odd, about 300 unknown things floating around. Scientists are scratching their heads. Are they scraps from old space stuff, leftovers from other star systems, or something totally new? Usually, Voyager's data is easy to read. However, this time, it was all scrambled. The weird thing is, Voyager seemed fine. It kept talking to Earth, and the signal was strong enough to send info back to NASA. None of its safety systems went off. This rules out any external disaster. So, what's up with the messed up data? Could it be space radiation or something else messing with it? Or are we looking at something nobody has ever seen before? NASA's team checked a lot of different things. They looked at how space radiation could fry the electronics and how the cold could mess with the instruments. Some people thought something might have happened right before Voyager left our solar system that threw things off. However, that area wasn't full of weird stuff, so that didn't seem likely. Also, the communication systems were checked for anything that could be causing static or making the signal go wonky. It wasn't a quick fix. It took weeks. They used fancy computer tools and ran a bunch of tests to figure out what was happening. All that work? Totally worth it. After trying to decode the scrambled signals for quite a while, the team finally got a clear signal back. The problem? The AACS, which is in charge of how Voyager points itself. It started using a backup computer that hadn't been turned on in years, and that screwed up the outgoing data. The rest of Voyager was still working fine, getting science data. To fix it, they sent commands telling the AACS to switch back to the right computer. It was a little risky, but they planned it super carefully since it takes almost a full day for a message to go back and forth. The tricky part? Voyager is old. Like, 1970s tech old. The engineers had to dig through old manuals to figure things out. But they found a simple fix that got the data flowing again without messing anything else up. The engineers did an amazing job. It shows you how important it is to know the old stuff and the new stuff to solve problems in space. The engineers think something else on Voyager probably sent it a weird command that caused it to switch computers. This suggests there's something else going on within Voyager's systems. The mission folks are staying positive. They said this screw-up doesn't threaten Voyager's future. After the fix, Voyager kept going with stable data. If you watched till the end, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. You know, Voyager 1 is still flying through deep space, and its findings are kind of a big deal. Spotting those 300 objects, probably plasma clouds from exploded stars, has scientists excited and wondering what other stuff is floating around out there. These clouds give us a peek into our cosmic past. Scientists think studying what they're made of and how they move can help learn about how stuff moves through the galaxy, how stars die, and how new star systems get their ingredients. This mission tells us that Voyager 1 is more than just old junk. It's still making new discoveries that change how we see space. Even though it's ancient, its tools still work because of careful power management and the dedication of the team on the ground. Every new bit of data is awesome, a distant voice echoing from billions of miles away. What makes this even cooler is the golden record on board. It's like a time capsule filled with sounds and pictures from Earth, meant to introduce us to any aliens that may find it. It has greetings in 55 languages, music from Beethoven to Chuck Berry, and sounds from Earth, like babies crying and ocean waves. It was thought up by Carl Sagan and others. It represents humanity's imagination, caring, and wish to say hello to the universe, even if it's just to say, we were here. Scientists are getting ready for Voyager 1's journey to end. Its generators are running out of juice, and they're expected to die in a few years. By 2030, most of its tools will probably have to be turned off. But it'll still keep floating through space, as Earth's silent messenger, carrying our story. Voyager 1 shows us that exploring is about more than just what we find. It's about the impact we have. It tells us that trying to understand the universe is worth it, no matter how daunting the prospect. Come explore with us what Voyager 1 found. We used to only know what was going on around our solar system, but Voyager's letting us see way farther. In 2012, it passed the edge of our solar system called the heliopause. Getting this far wasn't easy. As Voyager moved away from the Sun, it got less power. It runs on these generators that turn heat from decaying plutonium into electricity. But as the plutonium decays, there's less power for everything. To save energy, they've had to turn off some stuff. Eventually, they'll have to turn off even more important systems to keep it going. It might not last much longer, but it's still sending back great stuff. The huge distance between Voyager 1 and Earth makes it tricky to stay in touch. Its signal is getting weaker as it travels deeper into space. It takes over 21 hours for messages to reach us. The weak signal and space radiation make it hard to get data. Plus, the temperature is super different out there. It was warmer near the Sun, but now it's freezing cold. Voyager 1 has special dust sensors to measure stuff in space. But, because it's running low on energy, it's been harder to talk to it. NASA has to use its big antennas to pick up the signals, so they can't contact it as often as before. Recently, Voyager 1 sent back something pretty amazing. Among all the regular data, it found 300 unknown things floating out there. Scientists are scratching their heads trying to figure out what they are. Are they pieces of old stars, leftovers from other solar systems, or something completely new? Usually, the data from Voyager is easy to read. But this time, it was all jumbled up. Even weirder, Voyager 1 kept working fine. The communication with Earth worked, and the signal was still strong enough to send data to NASA. None of the safety systems went off, so it wasn't anything dangerous. So, what made the data look so messed up? Could it be space radiation? Or maybe something we've never seen before? NASA had to look at all the possibilities. They checked Voyager's parts to see if radiation messed them up or if the cold hurt anything. They wondered if something changed right as Voyager left the solar system that messed with the data. But that area isn't usually weird, so that didn't sound right. They also checked the communication systems for problems like static or if Voyager shifted its direction a bit. They looked at everything they could think of. It wasn't a quick check, it took weeks. They used special computer programs and ran simulations to figure out the problem. It was the only way to solve it, and it was worth it. After months of figuring out the weird signals, NASA finally got clear data again. It turned out that a computer on board the Attitude Articulation and Control System (AACS), which wasn't even supposed to be running, had started up. This unused computer messed up the data being sent back. But the rest of Voyager was fine and kept collecting info. To fix it, the engineers sent commands to Voyager 1 telling the AACS to switch back to the right system. It was pretty safe to do, but it took a long time because the messages had to travel so far. It took almost 22 hours for a message to go and come back, so they had to plan everything carefully. The tricky thing was that Voyager 1 was built a long time ago, so they had to read old manuals from the 1970s to figure out how it worked. After looking through everything, they found a simple solution to fix the data system without messing anything else up. The knowledge and dedication of the engineers were key to fixing Voyager 1's signals. It shows how important it is to mix old knowledge with new technology to solve problems in space. The engineers think the wrong computer started because of a glitch from another system on Voyager. This suggests there might be a deeper problem with the onboard systems. The mission leaders are cautiously positive, saying that this problem doesn't put Voyager 1 in danger. After the fix, Voyager went back to its science mission with clear data. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and see you next time. As Voyager 1 keeps going through space, its new finds have big meaning. Spotting 300 strange objects, probably plasma clouds from supernovas, has gotten scientists excited and raised questions about what else is out there. These clouds can tell us about the history of the universe. Scientists think studying them can teach us how matter moves around the galaxy, how stars die, and how new star systems get their ingredients. This mission reminds us that Voyager 1 is more than just an old machine. It's still giving us new information that changes how we see space. Even though it's old, Voyager 1 is still one of the coolest things we've ever built. Its tools, while outdated, keep working because of careful power use and the amazing team behind it. Every new bit of data is like a miracle. A voice from far away reaching us.